but let's talk about the man, the
Will.
myth, the Samoan legend himself, that Dasher-looking motherfucker. Surprise, he's back, and finally he can be on Up, Up, Down, Down again. Samoa Joe, biggest news coming out of NXT, and we had NXT TakeOver in your house, but Samoa Joe stole all the headlines this week, starting yesterday, as he made his return to NXT. He is now, well, number one, our king of the night for myself and K. Murphy for choking out Adam Cole, Bebe. Pretty much Samoa Joe just choked out a Bebe on national TV, which is pretty freaking great. And he is now the enforcer to Mr. William Regal, who we thought was going to actually retire from NXT. What were your thoughts when he was making that little speech?
William Regal's crying and
That's true. Regal was crying. I was like, oh my god, shoot.
I was getting into it, and I was not in a space where I was emotionally prepared for William Regal to retire. And then Joe came out. I'm like, okay, thank God. And then when Joe said absolutely not to, William Regal's job offer, all was well. Because honestly, who's going to say War Games?
It could have been a recording.
Who? No.
That's true. Hey, they had Howard Finkel announce Edge and Orton for the greatest wrestling match ever, and he's been dead for almost 6 months at that point, if not more.
That is true.
Now, at the end of the pay-per-view, when Regal was just like, it's time for a change, I'm not gonna lie, I bought it hook, line, and sinker.
Me too.
And he is my king of the night now, because I haven't watched NXT yet. I thought about watching Hulu NXT, where it's only an hour and they cut some stuff, but I'm like, NXT is worth waiting the extra day to watch it, the full hour and a half, because it deserves it. Like, NXT deserves me watching all of it, not just a shortened version on Hulu. But I did see a clip of this segment, so I'm not gonna lie, I would have bought it hook, line, sinker, full stop. Like with the speech, the segment on Sunday, I would have bought it. I'm like, listen, this guy has been GM for 7 years.
Has to be the longest GM reign of all time.
He is, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
He has to be. He's getting up there in age. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they were writing him off TV. It's because he's fucking old. And he's done. But
How old is Mr. Regal?
He's probably in his late 50s.
Maybe in his early 60s. Get freckles on it.
No, not that old. Probably late 50s.
All right, Frax. How old is Mr. Regal?
Yeah, I mean, I bought it too when he was like, it's time for a change. I mean, he was so kind of despondent and beside himself. Like, he really got the dramatic pause in real well.
Not even that. It was the last shot.
Yeah, that was scary.
Mr. Regal's
really?
53 years old.
Good for him.
Yeah.
I mean, when you run NXT, I can imagine.
He's a year younger than my mom.
Wow, he was 53? Wow. Yeah. I thought he was a lot older.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
He looks a lot older. I mean, that's what the wrestling business does to you. And he's British. Maybe British people don't age well.
It happens. But yeah, I would have bought it.
That's
wait till you actually listen to his speech. I was sold. Until Cross came out.
Yeah. What a swerve.
What a swerve. So Joe, the only rules that Joe has to live to is that he can't compete, which everybody kind of booed. Yeah. He can't compete. And he cannot assault the in-ring talent unless provoked. And that didn't take long, because Adam Cole pushed him and got choked out for it, and it's our show cover, so you're welcome, ladies and gentlemen. But let's move over to some more NXT stuff. Oh, we're gonna go back.
Hold up. I do want to have one question on Samoa Joe.
We're still on the NXT train, just UK, but yeah.
I know, but like, if this was the plan, why did they release him?
I don't know if it was the plan. This might have just been kind of
From what I had heard, Vince let Joe go. And Triple H was like, what the fuck? And tried to snatch him up as soon as he could, because...
You're still getting the Vince versus Trips battle.
Because remember when he was released, there were like rumors of him saying like, or he wanted to wrestle.
Yeah.
He didn't want to just be on commentary anymore. So, but he's coming back and he can't wrestle. So I'm this whole thing is just like... Huh.
I think he's biding.
What's the real reason here?
I think they're biding time until Joe is actually cleared to wrestle, and eventually this enforcer role and someone interfering and provoking him is going to cause a story eventually.
I think it's more nuanced than that. I think it's he enjoys Triple H more, and he will be like this non in-ring talent for Triple H, but not for Vince. I think he has a better relationship with H.
He can still be brutal. He can be in a brutal non-wrestling role in NXT that Vince wouldn't have done that for him at all. Vince just wanted him behind a commentary desk.
Do you think other releases are going to get re-signed? Like how long before we see Braun?
Not long at all. He's asking for 5 figures on the Indies. He'll be back.
Yeah, no, Braun Strowman is gonna be gonna have to go back to bodybuilding. But from what I'm hearing, there was internal calls specifically for Joe and Tommy End specifically.
It's one of those things where I think there's a lot of like we talked about a little bit briefly. And funny comment there, just in time. I think there was a lot of, as we talked briefly about the contract that some of these people have, and it kind of had to really kind of fix the books. And now that you fix the books, you can now kind of restructure and renegotiate with some of these contracts.
Yeah, like who do we really want on the roster? But like, here's the thing, though, right? Like they're on. Well, okay, sure. So I had a few thoughts this week.
And
I know it's sideburging, but like they're on contract, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like Braun Strowman had maybe like say 8 months left on his contract, and they're gonna just release him so they can make sure he gets
not really. All right, so here's what it is. From what I'm
but here's my other thought to counter that, though. Like he gets to get down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They get the guarantee in the contract.
So he gets like a bonus to be released for like a few months.
Yeah, he gets out of his contract, but he still has like guaranteed in there.
Like, is WWE fucking these guys over by releasing them and potentially re-signing them for less money, or are they doing them a favor?
It depends on how big that guarantee is.
The guarantee is and how much have they earned it so far.
Yeah.
Huh. It's just like it's very, very interesting about business practice.
Yeah.
So I was shocked Samoa Joe came back personally.
I was kind of shocked too.
Specifically because he was released.
And you know what it is? And Samoa Joe can go anywhere because he owns the rights to his name.
Yeah, that too.
You know, so it's not like he's going to go to AEW and be like Chad or something like that.
Samoan Joe.
Samoan Joe.
Chad.
Samoan Chad.
Samoa Jose.